Hello guys, my name is Siddharth Varde and this is CPP Mat2 Answer4. What is a copy constructor? So copy constructor is a special kind of constructor that allows us to copy values from one object to another object. So like I do not have to initialize every other values, and it will copy the values from one object to another object, and it takes like object of the class as the parameter. So this is the example of copy constructor, and this is like when I try to I create a p1 object of player type, and then I try to create p2 out of p1, and here it will call the copy constructor, and when I try to print the values, you can see here is the output. Okay, so it will copy the value of p1 into p2, and okay, so explain the difference between virtual functions and pure virtual functions. Okay, so virtual functions has a body, and pure virtual functions doesn't have any body. When I create a virtual function, I tell the compiler that this is a virtual function, this function can get overridden in child classes, so you must bind it on runtime. You cannot bind this function with a correct you cannot bind this function on compile time. And when we create a pure virtual function, but it has no body, right? So it's a pure virtual function. It has no body, and I cannot create an object of the enemy class. When I create an virtual function or pure virtual function, I define to the compiler that any class that inherits from enemy class must implement this method, otherwise it will become an abstract class, and its object cannot be created. So that is the pure virtual function. Okay, then third question is, what is dangling pointers, void pointers, null pointers, and while pointers? Okay, so let's say I created a pointer and it is pointing towards an object x, and then I deleted the x object. So now my pointer is pointing towards a memory location that is already been deallocated. So that is a dangling pointer. Void pointer. So void pointer, whenever I create a pointer, we give it a specific data type pointer of pointer. So like this integer pointer a. So this pointer would store the memory address of variables that are of type integer, but when I create a void pointer, so it can point towards any value, any value of any data type. So it can even point towards floating variable, or character variable, or double, or even integers and stuff. Null pointer is a special type of pointer that points towards nothing. Okay, then while pointer. So when I create a pointer like this, like here, and I do not when I do not initialize its initial value, then it's a while pointer. So this is it. Thank you.